All right, thank you, sir. All right, so next up, we got Mr. Rickson. Dr. Rickson, would you please come up, sir? Uh-oh, somebody asked for 556, I hear you. All right, Rickson Campbell. Grounded professional with over 20 years of leadership experience ranging from hospitality, tourism, to higher education. I've known Mr. Rickson actually for probably about 5 or 6 years. I've known his son as well. We've done work together. Grand friend of mine, really intelligent man, really a man of his word. So I'm going to let him go into a deeper introduction after that. So on the way through, Mr. Rickson Campbell.
Thank you, Mr. Martin.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It is a great pleasure to be invited to actually be speaking with this elite group of young African American men, young men of color. It is always a good opportunity to interact and to share out of my own experience with what I do and with some of the things that I've seen in my workspace that might be able to impact you. My name is Rickson Campbell, and I was born in Jamaica. I'm a Jamaican American. Because one of the first questions that I usually get is, oh, you have an accent. Oh, yes, I have an accent. And then the next question is, where are you from? So I get that out of the way. Anyone has any connection to Jamaica inside here? Good, one in the back. Anyone who has ever been to Jamaica? Oh, quite a few people. Anyone who wants to go to Jamaica? There you go. There you go. There you go. I have been living here in the United States for about 16 years. I lived about 9 years in New York, and I've been here in Charlotte for the past 7 years. As Mr. Martin said, that I have I have two sons. One adopted son, and a biological son who goes to A&T at this moment. It is always a challenge to sometimes give advice and to ensure that the advice that is given is really taken seriously. I walked in on the session talking about your image and branding. And we know that people always, or for the most part, judge you without knowing you. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
And the way they judge you is based on how you do what? How the way you carry yourself. The way you carry yourself. It is always an important aspect for you to present yourselves as the intelligent young men that you are. Because one, nobody knows how intelligent you are until they start to have a conversation with you, correct?
Correct.
So if you are walking down the street, and not to stereotype for young African American male in the name of culture and subculture, with your pants all the way down and you can hardly walk. Nobody would know that you are a 4.0 computer engineering or computer science or history major, would they? No. They are going to judge you based on what they are seeing in front of them. Am I correct? Yes. So that is a good session that you guys have had. Invaluable information. I'm here to talk about time management, how you invest your time, because I'm actually sure that that is an area of challenge for most of us, even those of us who have work and life outside of work. Managing your time within a 24-hour time frame, which will never change. 24 hours will always be. And most time we hear, oh, I want to do this, but I do not have any what? I would love to, but I do not have enough. But there is always, and when, ever since creation, to the best of my knowledge, is what? 24 hours in the what? In the day. It's not going to change. I work at Johnson C. Smith University. Who are here from Johnson C. Smith University? Let me see. Great. Good to see you, Dr. Henley. And our two young men from Johnson C. Smith University. I work with the international student body there on campus, and also a part of the Male Initiative, which Dr. Henley, he is the one who spearheads that initiative on campus, and I am one of those persons who help to facilitate and to see what is happening among our young men of color. Because if you should be, well, not if, all of you should be paying attention to the news, right? And to the media. And to see what is happening within the African American communities, where our young men are being, and sometimes we think that our young men, and my son is one of them, is being what? Targeted. Am I correct? You feel that way, even if it is not so. There have been so many incidents that caused us to pause and raises a lot of red flags and, oh my God, what should I do and what if and all the things that are out there. So you guys who are sitting here, the next generation, are precious commodities. You guys are precious commodities. And it's as if the system is working against you, and each day you have to prove yourselves. Prove yourselves. By the way you speak, we heard earlier, by the way you carry yourself, all of these extra pressure that is adding on to the fact that you are a person of color in this space. How many of you are here who are presently attending university or college? Okay, we have a few. What about those who are preparing to go to college? Awesome. Well, first let me talk to those who are preparing to go to college. High school and college, two different dynamics altogether. Different ballgame. In high school, your teacher will remind you about your assignments. Am I correct? Your teacher will remind you about a project that you are supposed to be working on. Your teacher will send you a note or talk about it over and over again in class to ensure that you do the assignment or the project or whatever it is. When you go to college, is that the same scenario? No. You will not be able, nobody is going to be running behind you to tell you that, guess what? Hey, the assignment or the project is due next week. Some of your friends might. But you are basically on your own to manage your time in every aspect of your life. Every aspect. There's always been this wake-up call. I sometimes teach this freshman orientation class on campus. And it is very interesting to see how some of our freshmen, how unprepared or ill-prepared they are as it relates to managing their time. How many credits are you doing? Oh, I'm doing 18 credit hours, 6 classes. Because they say, oh, only 6 classes? Oh, yes, man, good. But with the 6 classes, they are now encouraged to do what? Join the fraternity. And who wants to join the fraternity? Oh, yes. Okay, I want to play basketball because you might be on a scholarship. I'm playing basketball. Okay, what about track and field? Yes, I'm doing track and field and basketball. And guess what? I love music. So I want to be a part of the band. So now you are part of the band. So you are doing music, track and field, football, and what? 18 credit hours. And it all looks nice. I'm active and participating, and you're a part of the fraternity. And then you realize that all of this has to be managed by you within a certain time frame. And then the pressure. You're running from one class to the next. And without a break, then you end up, guess what? It is band practice. And guess you might be out there on the field until 1 o'clock in the morning. And then guess what? The assignment is due the next morning at the project. And oh my God, I want to sleep. But it's due the next day. And then you're starting to realize that guess what? You might have taken on too much. More than you can handle. And then you don't even talk about you're now pledging. So that's a different ballgame. And how do you put all of those things into one schedule? And no one is there to remind you, except perhaps your smartphone that might, if you set the time, will give you a wake-up call. So, what am I saying? Managing your time is very critical. Very critical. And it comes first with knowing who you are. Is everyone inside here a morning person? Those of you who are in college, are you all of you are morning persons? Yes. Okay, what about those people who are afternoon people? You do well in the afternoon. Because guess what? You don't go to bed until 2:30, 3 o'clock. So you're waking up at 12. Some people are like that. So if you know that you are not a morning person, should you be scheduling 8 o'clock classes? No, you should not be scheduling 8 o'clock classes. Because you're not a what? A morning person. And that is the flexibility you will have when you go to college. You are responsible for your own time. You are responsible for your own schedule. And the things that are happening around you, you are responsible. Those who are going to be freshmen in the fall, getting out of high school, is like freedom time. Yes! I'm in college, on campus, and everybody's now what? Chilling. Because you see other people are what? Chilling. And you do not know how other people learn and how they study. So you will see some people sitting on, just cooling on the block. And they're your friends. And you think that you can just go on the block and cool with them. Guess what? They have already studied. They have already completed their what? Their assignments and their projects. And they're just there chilling. You, on the other hand, perhaps have not done yours. So can you go and chill with them? No, it's not advisable. All of you have different learning styles. You're going to learn differently. Those of you who are now in college can testify to some of the things that you try to get involved in all at once. And in no time you feel that sense of burnout. Man, very little energy. Because you have taken on too much. So it is very important for you to know yourself, know who you are as a person, so that you can manage your time accordingly. That's what it has to be done. We talk about organizational management, how to organize yourselves. Some of you will have roommates when you go to college who going to be up all night with the music. Crazy. You have to know how and when to find time to do the things that are necessary so that you can progress. Because it is different from high school. It's a different game. So it is imperative for you to understand that time management is critical. Setting up a schedule, your calendar, knowing what you should be doing at what point. There's some of you guys, and I included, we need that structure where everything has to be written down someplace to remind yourself. Because a lot is riding on your shoulders. Many of you will be first generation or second generation college student. But the mere fact that you will be going to college is not just for you. It's for your families. The community is watching. Some people are just waiting for you to drop out. Because guess what? I know, he's not going to amount to much. I know that. So a lot of times you have to prove people what? Wrong. Prove them wrong. Because they do not expect that much from us. We have to go the extra miles many times to prove people wrong. So I encourage all of you today to be cognizant of time, how you manage your time. Get a schedule, put it on your iPhone or your iPad, or put it on your wall, or get a diary, or get something, but write down, get some kind of structure so that you will not be lagging behind. All of you have come a long way. You have made your families proud. You have made the community proud. You have made your mentors proud. Now is the time to raise the bar even higher. Because to whom much is given, much is required. So be those young men that your parents can be proud of. You can be proud of yourself first. Set those goals. Go for it, because you can. It's not a cliche. It became one, years ago with President Obama, saying, yes, we can. Speak that into your own spirit, that yes, I can. There's a scripture that says, I can do what? All things. Yes, you can. You have the support, you have the strength, you have the wherewithal, you have the foundation, and you have a lot of shoulders to walk on to make it to the next level. So, today in closing, I ask of you to invest wisely your time. Do not take off too much or more than you can chew for those of you who are heading on to college, those of you who are presently in college, if there are some things that you need to adjust, now that you've realized guess what you need to do, make those adjustments. Because there is no option. There's no option. There's no way we're going to talk about failure. That's not an option. So, hold your head high, square your shoulders, and be that young, proud man of color out there. Defying the odds by striving for the highest heights that you can achieve. Thank you for your time.